You recently showed off Crypto.
Yeah, it won't be too long before we see a trailer, but it's also not going to be too soon.
Okay, guys, let's talk about the question on everyone's mind. When are we finally getting the Superman trailer? Like, James Gunn has us hanging by a thread here, and the DC fandom is starting to feel like Clark Kent waiting for Lois to notice he's just Superman in glasses. Spill the tea, James. This is Holly Molly, the channel where we spill all the hottest Hollywood gossip, dive into movie updates, and obsess over pop culture like it's my unpaid full-time job. And today, we're gossiping about Superman, James Gunn, and why waiting for this trailer is basically my new toxic relationship. Alright, here's the lowdown. James Gunn, yes, the guy who gave us Guardians of the Galaxy and the most adorable Groot dance moves, is now the big boss at DC Studios. He's rebooting the entire DC universe with a new slate called Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. Fancy, right? So, the kickoff is happening in December with Creature Commandos on Max. But let's be real, what we're all dying for is Superman. Gunn's version of the Man of Steel, Superman Legacy, is supposed to fly into theaters in summer 2025. That's like a whole year and a half away, which in movie fan time feels like an eternity. But the big question is, when are we getting that first trailer? Recently, James Gunn sat down with Omelette. No, not The Breakfast. It's a Brazilian entertainment outlet. And they asked him the golden question. When do we get to see the Superman trailer? And his answer? Drumroll, please. It won't be too long. Excuse me, James, but that's about as vague as a fortune cookie. Like, are we talking weeks, months? Or are you on Marvel time, where soon could mean sometime in the next 5 years? Help us out here. Okay, let's decode this. What could "it won't be too long" actually mean? First, we need to remember that movie marketing is like a fine art, or in DC's case, sometimes a questionable art. Gunn is playing it smart because Superman isn't just another movie, it's the movie. It's going to set the tone for the entire rebooted DC universe. Now, let's look at recent history. DC's last few marketing campaigns have been, how do I put this, a little chaotic. Think The Flash trying to hype up Ezra Miller during a PR nightmare, or Shazam, Fury of the Gods quietly sneaking into theaters. Gunn doesn't want to repeat those mistakes. He knows this trailer has to be perfect because everyone, fans, critics, your mom, is watching. Here's why the wait makes sense. Right now, DC is focused on Creature Commandos, which drops in December. They don't want to overshadow their first project of this new era with Superman hype. Like, imagine throwing a party for your dog's birthday, but Beyonce shows up. No one's paying attention to Fido anymore. Creature Commandos is Gunn's chance to show that this new DC slate has range. But come January, honey, all eyes are going to be on Superman, and that's when I think we'll start seeing teaser content. Now, here's my hot take. What if Gunn pulls a Beyonce and just drops the trailer when no one's expecting it? Picture this. It's December 31st. You're awkwardly sipping champagne at a New Year's party, and boom, the Superman teaser drop. Happy New Year indeed. A surprise release would break the internet. Fans would freak out, TikTok would explode, and I'd personally spend the first week of January screaming into my camera about how perfect Superman's new suit is. Gunn loves a little chaos, so I wouldn't put it past him. Alright, let's fantasize for a sec. When we do finally get this trailer, what do we want to see? For starters, we need a killer first shot. Picture Superman. Cape billowing, sunlight streaming behind him, maybe standing on the moon with Crypto by his side. Iconic, right? We also need to see the tone. Is this going to be hopeful and inspiring like Christopher Reeve's Superman? Or are we getting gritty Zack Snyder vibes? Personally, I'm hoping for a mix. A Superman who can save a cat from a tree and punch a supervillain into orbit. Balance, people. And of course, give us a glimpse of the villain. Is it Lex Luthor? Brainiac? Some wildcard James Gunn pulls out of his creative bag of tricks? Whatever it is, I need chills. Literal chills. Let's be real for a second. Superman isn't just a superhero. He's the superhero. He's the blueprint, the OG, the guy who made wearing underwear on the outside of your pants somehow iconic. This movie isn't just about revamping DC. It's about proving that Superman can still be relevant in 2025 and beyond. And honestly, we need a Superman who reminds us why hope and optimism matter. The world's a dumpster fire, but Superman, he's the guy who looks at the fire and says, "Don't worry, I've got this." And if anyone can deliver that, it's James Gunn. So, where does that leave us? Waiting. Still waiting. But hey, good things come to those who wait, right? And when that Superman trailer does finally drop, you can bet your kryptonite I'll be here breaking it down frame by frame. In the meantime, let's keep speculating. When do you think the trailer will drop? What are you hoping to see? Drop your predictions in the comments and let's gossip together, because this is Holly Molly, where we fangirl over Hollywood one snarky video at a time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the trailer chaos when it finally hits. Until next time, stay iconic, my friends.